Hey y'all! I saw this tag on Bonnie Nicole's page, but I think the original was Heather Reed's who made this tag. And I wasn't actually tagged, but I just couldn't pass up the opportunity. I really loved the idea and I thought I could have fun with it on Pinterest, just looking up different ideas. So this is the In Your Wildest Dreams book tag, if I didn't already mention that. Prompt 1, your fantasy time and place to read a book. I imagine like a cool rainy morning with like a big comfy chair and like a library of books in the background and a beautiful view out the window. I don't really care what the view is. I kind of like forest views, but like mountains would be cool, beach would be cool, city would be cool. I don't know, I want to be experiencing the world while I'm reading, if that makes sense, and not just like trapped in a little box. So I got this image off of Pinterest, and I thought it just really fits exactly what I'm looking for with the big cozy chair and the bookshelf and everything. Like, it's just so perfect, so perfect. Question 2, your fantasy personal library. Oh, that's funny, when I looked this up earlier, I didn't realize it was personal library and I thought just library, but I mean, this is gonna be the same thing anyway. I want a lot of greenery and like earth tones in my library and just like huge stacks of books, plants, you name it. Oh, and windows. Again, I like to have a view, or at least some kind of windows peeking into the outdoors. That's not just like someone's wall. This one I'm gonna have to look down to read. Question 3. Imagine you have decided to build a bookshop. What would you call it? Would it sell new or secondhand books? Would it sell anything else? What features would you want in that shop? Well, that's a lot of questions in one question. I think for the name, I'm not really clever with names in general, but my brother and I have always said that we're gonna name, when I was a kid, my dad would always respond to, where are we going with the Hukilau? And we never knew what it meant, so we just always joke about the Hukilau now. It probably means something offensive, I have no idea. As for like what the bookshop is actually like, there's a bookstore in Los Angeles called The Last Bookstore, and it really inspires me. It has like arches and circles and mazes of books, and there's a vault that has antique books in the back, and it's just so easy to get lost in there. They even have like little shops and stuff upstairs. I'd really like to bring that to Seattle because I just want to like get lost in books more often. And of course, for features, I'd love to sell flowers and coffee and little knickknacks. But who doesn't want that? I think in the person whose video I mentioned, I think in Bonnie Nicole's video, she said she would like to have meeting spaces, and I think that's a really cool idea. For like writing groups and book groups, and maybe even just individuals that want to like go co-work somewhere or go read somewhere. I do think I would like it to be a little bit cleaner than the last bookstore though. Not that it was like really dirty, but it was a little bit grungy, maybe. Okay, question 4, I'm gonna have to look down at my tablet again. One person with whom you can find a good conversation about books. If you don't know a person like this, who do you wish to become a reader so you could talk books with them? And actually, I do have someone that I talk to about books like all the time. His name is Matt. He's my kid's friend's dad, or my friend now, I guess. He just always wants to talk about books, and I'm always down, so we just really connect on that level. And he's actually recommended a lot of books that I've read, and he recommends a good variety, like Atlas of the Heart by Brene Brown. Oh gosh, what's it called? Gideon the Ninth, which was like totally different, and Tom Lake, which is different in another way. Like, it's just a good variety. Question 5. If you won $1 million, or pounds or yen or euros, and you could only spend it on books or book-related items, how would you spend it? I would probably start that bookstore, to be honest, but if I had to do something else, I'd probably build a library that doesn't require ID to use, because there are actually a lot of homeless people who don't have ID, or maybe even not homeless. There's just a lot of people who don't have ID, and they can't check out books or use the computers, and that's really sad to me. I think everyone should be able to access a library regardless of whether they're documented or not. Anyway, that's my version of the tag. If you're watching this, I tag you. I'd love to see all the different perspectives and ideas that people come up with, because to me it seems like so obvious what I would do, but maybe you would do something different, and I'd love to hear about it. So thank you.